Shoppong a Milano.
So let me take you by the hand and walk you through the streets of Milano. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. So how can you tell me you're lonely? Say to me that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand and walk you through the streets of Milano. I'll show you that I'm lost and I have no fucking clue where I'm going. So this is Up and Down's favourite shopping centre in Monte Napoleone. It's one of the most expensive shopping arenas in Milan, I believe. Louis Vuitton, Bulgari. We've got Salamog & Biga, Chanel, and we have some great boutiques along here, which I bought a pair of shoes here and for myself, and I got a pair of boots for Up and Down, but she didn't like them. She threw them in the recycle bin, and they came from Fratelli Rossetti in Milan, but she put them in the recycle bin. And I'm under camera myself here because I think they're not allowed, we're not really meant to be filming shops in case we're planning what do you call it, a sting, a hit, a score, as we would say in heat. So I'm going to walk this way. I'll be walking for a good couple of miles. The Spazio Lenovo building I showed you from the central bus station. Well, Spazio Lenovo is over here, and as I said already, Up and Down likes to call me Spazio Lenovo when she gets a bit bitter or upset if I put too many sugars in her tea or coffee. And sometimes it doesn't even need that much of a inconvenience or disturbance for Up and Down to call me a Spazio Lenovo. She just says it anyway, and shouts very loudly, and then she says, "Can you leave please now? And I don't want to see you ever again." That's what I always get from Up and Down. And this is the Davitorio selection here, but I'm not going to turn my camera because there's people probably not wishing to be exposed for spending so much money in Milan, in the material world. Unless they're lotto winners, of course, then it's alright to chuck your money away. But this is a very expensive place to be wandering. I'm alright, I'll fit in quite well because I'm dressed really quite smartly today with my sweet gear. Right, I think I'm going to go over to here. We're going to take a leftio into where are we? We're at the Parcheggio. That's a parking arena, that's not our metro. I'm going to go over this way. Okay, Spazio Lenovo. Get across the road, you Spazio Lenovo, without getting knocked down. So these are some of these Italian buildings which are really, really lovely to look at, I have to say. Ah, there's Lucio Falloni's shop. One of my favourite tailors in the whole of Milan. Yes, that's where I normally buy my cardigans. I fly in specially from the home and get some cardigans from Lucio Falloni. I bought one for Up and Down. It was a beautiful green, very fresh kind of green, a kind of spring green, you know, for when the leaves just come on the trees green. And she just chucked it in the bin. So this is Piazza Filippo Meda. I'll show you the map later on. I've done quite well with my negotiations of the streets of Milan. Well, this is Canale, and what do you call it? Lorenzi. I remember it from the last time we were here, and I took up and down in, and she was wanting just a satchel from Lorenzi. I says, you've already got a satchel up and down. Why do you need another one? And she told me to shut up and just buy me what she was looking for. So we couldn't get anything in Lorenzi, which quite upset us. So we went into Punto Ortico's store, and she found a fabulous, lovely, like tan and brown. I think it was rhinoceros leather. It was used, and when we got that back home, it was over 400 euros, as I recall, and she said it didn't match her eyelashes, so she put it in the bin. And I said, up and down. I said, I'm not made of money. And she said, yes you are, go and buy me an ice cream, an amarella please. So I've been walking from here, go down to here, to Milan, we're wandering about here, and then we come back over to here, we're down to there, we're now over here in San Paolo. I'm heading, this is my hotel area down here, so not bad, and this is the area. Every time that I've come to Milan to meet up with Up and Down, she grabs me by the hand and she dashes me around the streets quite near to San Paolo Piazza. And normally we do most of our shopping. Well, I don't do much shopping, she used to do it all for me. And most of that shopping is done in the Corso Matteotti, and the whereabouts of that location. You know, there's lots and lots of very, very expensive shops. I remember one time my gold American Express was refused because I'd overspent, and she had 16 bags with her. 16 bags of shopping. We had to employ a concierge from one of the shops to carry them to the taxi. And I can tell you right now, 9 of those bags that she got ended up in the recycle bin because she went off them. She said the wrong shade. I think it was a very, very sweet blue cashmere top, and it was a very, very fine skirt that fitted her very well, I thought, and but she didn't. She said the shades were just slightly off, and she thinks it was something to do with the lighting in the shop, so she put them in the recycle bin. She's not fussy. She's not really that fussy. Well, she's fussy when it comes to me. She thinks I'm a hideous cretin. So that, to me, sounds a bit fussy. So we're just leaving the Via Pittari. I don't want to be filming too much because I've got to keep raising my camera above head height, but simply just to say we're heading kind of back to where I started this morning. And this is the church from the, what would I say, maybe the southeast side, maybe the south. Gonna find my way around the Piazza del Duomo. So we're wandering through. I remember this avenue very well because this is not far from the arena where Up and Down had said to me, oh please, 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 s'il vous plaît, Christian Dior. It's Up and Down, surely he's got enough Christian Dior specs. No, no, no. And she said to me, just one more. So we ended up buying nine Christian Dior. 4 of them were sunglasses. She'd never wore them yet. Bloody waste. Absolute waste. I think I'm in the right place. I am. That's not bad geography, Andrew. I'll have to give you, your directions are pretty good. Just like getting to Ben Alder Cottage, you got good sense of direction. Mind you, you did use a street map, didn't you? Still. So what we do is we head down this way, and as I said this morning, I think I did at least, it's the first day we've had clouds since I arrived, and the cloud is actually producing a little bit of drizzle. Nothing too serious, but certainly a little bit drizzly today compared with the last few days with all hot sun. It's about 18 degrees, but certainly not the 25 degrees that we've been used to. 24, 25 degrees. This is the jacket I've been trying on, which I really love. But unfortunately, it doesn't have my size.
Where are you from? USA?
Ecosse. Scotland.
Scotland?
Scotland.
Ah,
yeah.
Scotland.
It's not often I fall in love with a jacket. I've got a few of them in the wardrobe, which I don't really wear that often. Unfortunately, just not got the opportunity. Can't really go down to Aldi wearing your finest Italian jackets. However, I will say that particular jacket caught my eye last night, so I went back today to try it on. It's too small. He says there's only 5 made altogether. €179. It's a bit pricey even for a jacket. However, if he had have had the right size, because it was too small for me, I would have bought it. I would have definitely bought it. It's just, I don't know if the mirror picked it up as well as I'd hoped. I didn't want to give the camera to the guy in case he didn't know how to work it, sort of thing, you know. But anyway, I've got his card, and when he's got the size in, I'll phone him, and when he gets my size, I'll ask him to specially make another one. I'll shoot over to Milan and get that jacket, because it's just it's got me written all over it. It reminds me of one I had in 1978. I'll see if I can find a picture to put it up. And my mum with such a kind heart, then, why am I got on the sky, Andrew? My mother with such a kind heart, it was during an earthquake in Italia, it was a serious earthquake, killed thousands. It was either 1978, 79 or 80. I think it was 1979. And when me and my brothers come home from school and working, whatever it was, but anyway, I came home from school and opened the wardrobe, and where the fuck's all my clothes? Mum had given all the clothes to the Italian earthquake, every single thing I own. These jackets I'm talking about were given to me from relatives in Belgium, and I was told they were made in Italy. And at that time, I mean, you're talking real quality. I'm talking, well, kind of quality that you just saw in that shop just now. But anyway, I said to Mum, I says, you've given away all our jackets. And I had a blue jacket that I used to wear to school. It was fucking absolutely brilliant. And a pink one. I used to dress really suave going to school, you see. In first year, people might not remember this, but first and second year I used to dress really suave. And anyway, my brothers were also in the same predicament where they had no jackets left because Mum had given them all away to this earthquake. And I understand, you know, where our heart was on these matters, but at the end of the day, these jackets wouldn't have been very suitable for anybody, I don't think, in the aftermath of an earthquake. They were more for, you know, prancing around in a discotheque or something of that nature, at least, you know.